Hey guys, welcome to Pajama Let's Play. I'm Michelle, host of Pajama Let's Play, where we talk all things Kingdom Hearts. Today, I'm going to be discussing the true weakness of darkness. Before we get into that, make sure to like, share, subscribe, ring the bell. You can follow me on Twitch and check out my Patreon. All of those links can be found in the description box down below. This analysis will cover the whole series, so there will be spoilers. If you'd like to get caught up first, feel free to do that and then come back to this. For everyone else, this is part of the breakdown for this comment left by one of my subscribers, Hillary. In the video linked here, I talk about Malice being an entity separate from darkness and how that's been playing out in the background of Union Cross. For this part, we're going to talk about the true weakness of darkness, not just light as some vague concept, but the aspect of light that heals and guides the path forward. In the metaphysical community, it's called shadow work. It's looking at the aspects of one's life and self, identifying what no longer serves, and learning to let go of those things while working through the pain of losing them. It's difficult, but something we can all relate to. Nature wants to exist in balance, so we're given negative experiences to balance out the positive ones, and vice versa. After doing the shadow work, it's easier to see the experience through a neutral lens, allowing the clarity you need to reflect upon the memories. Those times of joy life gives us are only worth something because of the times filled with sorrow, and those times of sorrow are what push us to grow, leading to new forms of joy. All things exist best when truly balanced, especially people. So now, let's look at the Kingdom Hearts series through that lens. Let's start with the character dynamic that best represents this attitude, Xehanort and Eraqus. In the Birth by Sleep Secret Reports, Xehanort talks about a falling out with Eraqus over how much light should dominate darkness. Eraqus, being the quintessential hero type, believes darkness shouldn't exist. Xehanort believes the two should exist in equal proportions. As we know, Xehanort embraces the darkness far more than he embraces the light, and the opposite is true for Eraqus. Things come to a head in Birth by Sleep, leading to Eraqus' death, and Xehanort gets darker. Eraqus was clearly his moral compass that shined light on his path when he needed it. But in the end, Eraqus comes in to heal Xehanort's soul, allowing him to release the Keyblade to Sora in this scene.
Now hand over the Keyblade, Xehanort.
It is too late.
For us, perhaps, but not for them.
No. I can do this.
Enough. Checkmate.
Eraqus shows Xehanort some love and acceptance, bringing him back to a more neutral place, so he could see that his task was finished and it was time to pass the torch on to the next generation. Without that source of light, Xehanort would not have given up that fight, and more people would have suffered for it. Let's talk next about the Keyblade. We know, in order to forge it, there must be either a battle between 13 Seekers of Darkness and 7 Guardians of Light, or a contest between 2 equal and opposite hearts. If these conditions are not met adequately, the result is an incomplete Keyblade, like we see here.
What?
Oh no! It's gone all haywire!
The problem here is the opposing forces are not equal. It's explained in Birth by Sleep that Vanitas took too much of Ventus's heart, who was forced into a sleep state while he recovered. Since they were not equal, the Keyblade lost to Aqua's Keyblade and would not have been able to open Kingdom Hearts. Again, the universe desires balance, so it makes sense that Kingdom Hearts would not open unless there was enough balance to feel secure, especially since it seems to be a sentient entity. Next, let's talk about the worlds after the Keyblade Wars. We know that when Kingdom Hearts is open, the worlds fall into darkness and get reset to the beginning of their timelines. We also know these worlds are unable to progress through time as long as they're asleep and therefore healing. Once the heart of the world has been healed fully, time starts to move forward again, and the plot of the world plays out from the beginning once again. This is a great metaphor for shadow work. I don't so much have a clip for this as much as observing 14 games worth of information, but sleep's primary function for humans is to give a time when they don't need to pay attention to anyone or anything, and their conscious minds are able to pull subconscious thoughts and trauma forward to be healed. Much like in shadow work, that break is necessary to pull yourself out of your circumstances and the emotions they cause, take a breath, and process the events so you can recover and move forward. And that's exactly what the worlds are doing while they sleep. And there are many more examples we could examine, like the Chirithes, the 3 realms of light, darkness, and in between, the wars themselves, and countless others. But I believe the point of this video is clear enough. So, how can we apply this to Darkness the entity? Well, the universe wants to be balanced, and so do the realms of Kingdom Hearts. When there's too much light, Heartless and other versions of darkness appear to balance it out. So if the issue is too much darkness, the solution must be an equal amount of light. But not the righteous light a paladin would have, but the healing, soothing light of a cleric. That means the Master of Masters' final plan might not actually be to fight darkness and malice, but to heal them and integrate them into a new state of existence. One where neither side dominates the other and the two accept each other and live in peace. So, what do you think? Is this the true weakness of darkness? Is there a different theory for defeating darkness you like better? Tell me all about your thoughts in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and all of the other things I'm supposed to ask you to do, which are also in the description box down below. Until next time.